Welcome back to Kim and Zay's Travelways, where we use passive sources of income to travel the world. So if you're interested in travel and you're interested in finding great ways to pay for that travel, lock this channel down. Let's start talking about it, man. Hey, listen, as you can see from the picture right now, the S&P 500 is up about 4.3%, something like that, right? My yieldmax led portfolio at this time is actually up 8.49%. And that percentage is not even counting the amount of dividends that I've received coming back from January and, halfway through February. So I am absolutely destroying the S&P 500. I'm up 2 times the S&P 500. Now, mind you, it's only been a month and a half in the stock market. The stock market has been up, down, up, down. When the Trump tariff talks happened, the market took a dip. And of course, the last time we seen a dip before that is when the FOMC meeting happened, and that sent the market down on a downward spiral. But this has been a fantastic start to a year, knock on wood. Continuing to add positions to the portfolio, continuing to grow it. But what I'm doing more than anything right now is adding indexed options. Now I do have my a few single stocks still. I still have Misty. I have 150 shares of Misty, which I need another 40 cents of Misty, and my Misty will be completely paid off. So the next time Misty does a distribution, my Misty will be paid off. I still have Phoebe. I'm up in Phoebe. I have 350 shares of Phoebe. I have 324 shares of AMZ. And at this current time, I'm down by about 4% in AMZ. That's just market return. That doesn't count the dividends. NVIDIA, I'm up 3. I have 312 shares, but I'm down in my NVIDIA position by 17%. So I'm getting cooked in NVIDIA market return, but not as far as with the dividends counted as well. But everything else, oh yeah, and I have some Coney. I have 385 shares of Coney, and I have 427 shares of Squee. But everything else is nothing but indexes. I have SPY, which is one of the foundational. I'm considering that a foundational portion of the portfolio. I've got 43 shares of SPY. I also have JEPQ, which is another foundational portion of the portfolio. I have 47 shares of that one as well. And then I added some growth in the portfolio. I have SCHG. I have 78 shares of SCHG. And then, of course, I have 90 shares of 5E. I have 100 shares of XDTE. I have 100 shares of QDTE. I have 1,000 shares of YMAX. And I have 650 shares of YMAG. So my portfolio is a lot of some indexes. It's mostly indexes. I would say maybe half and half. And then I have some single stock yieldmax funds. But this fund, with the way that I have it structured, is beating the S&P 500 right now. And it's beating it by double. So for all of those people who were saying stuff like, well, I don't want to say this out loud because then the market next week will come back and say, aha, you remember what you said? Here you go, son. Take this karma. But so far, knock on wood, this portfolio is beating the S&P 500. It's beating the NASDAQ. It's beating the Dow. And this is coming from a portfolio where growth isn't necessarily my objective. My objective is to get as many dividends as possible. Now, at the same time, I'm also selling options in my portfolio. So I'm making income that way too. This portfolio has completely changed my life, man. It has changed my life because now I don't pay any bills out of my regular work checks. I've been able to take my work checks and put them, just right now I'm building up a little bit more savings. I'm knocking out some of the things. I'm gonna knock out some of the renovations that I want to do to my house. I'm gonna save up about 10 grand, and I'm gonna do my back deck, get that out of the way. And then I'm gonna have a tax account. I'm gonna put maybe 10 grand in a tax account, put in a high yield savings account, and just let it sit there. So when it's time for taxes, I'll have that tax money ready next year. This year I got a little bit of a tax debt. It's not too much, not crazy, but next year it's gonna go even higher because I'll have a full year of getting all of these, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in dividends. So I mean, it's a blessing and it's a curse, but it's a curse that I love because I'm having to learn how to play the tax game, how to pay my taxes, paying more in taxes than I ever paid in my life. For years, I was getting tax returns. I was getting money. And now for the last 10 years, I've been having to pay, some taxes. But this year right here is the biggest I'm ever gonna have to pay. And I'm speculating next year is gonna be even bigger. And I'm happy about it. I've never been so happy to have to give the IRS, knock on wood, because I'm happy that I'm accomplishing more. And I'm happy that I'm free. Like the freedom of just being able to say, you know what, I don't have a mortgage payment that I gotta make. I don't have to worry about lights, water, gas, none of that. And and I'm gonna put, like, let's say I get 4 or 5 months of 5,000 again dividends. I might just take that and go and get my Tesla. I'm thinking about it because it's well within my reach and it wouldn't hurt me. I wouldn't be taking money from money that I'm working at. I would actually be taking money from the dividends, and I could spread it out. Take a month, reinvest a month, take a month, reinvest a month, take a month, reinvest a month, until I get all the money that I can walk onto the dealership and walk off with my car. I think that would be something cool. That would be a present for myself, because I do want a car. I just don't want a car note at all. Not at all. Don't want a car note. But yeah, man, what a accomplishment, man. Continuing to blow through accomplishments. This wasn't a road to 10K video, but there was more of a portfolio review. I'm gonna learn how to mirror my screen so I can show how, what the portfolio looks like. But yeah, man, we are up right now. The portfolio is up 8.49%. We are absolutely crushing it in my portfolio, and I'm just ecstatic. I'm ecstatic that we are killing it. I'm ecstatic that the future looks amazing. And the cool part about what I'm doing is I have some growth inside the portfolio as well. It's not just yieldmax funds. I've got a little bit of growth. I also have some Bitcoin. I'm putting $5 a day in Bitcoin as well. So I've got Bitcoin, I've got SCHG, I've got some JetQ, I've got SPY. So I'm building some solid, reliable guys. And the cool thing is that I'm at a point now where I don't have to take money out of my pocket. I can let my yieldmax funds and the dividends from the yieldmax funds pay into those other funds. So I'm building my Bitcoin position with my yieldmax funds. I'm building SCHG with dividends from Misty. I'm building JetQ with dividends from Phoebe. And you get what I mean. But this is fantastic, man. If this keeps up, like this is gonna be the blueprint for a lot of investors coming up. And I know there's always going to be those people that's like, no, I don't want to do it, and blah, 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 blah. Whatever. It's working, and it's working well. And I just can't wait. I can't wait to get to $10,000 a month. That's going to be crazy. I would love to reach $10,000 a month. Like if Square was paying what it was paying before, and Misty is doing its thing, and Amzi's doing its thing, I would be at 6,000. I wish Ulty would start to make a move to the upside, because I would love to add some Ulty to the portfolio. But while Ulty is doing what it's doing, I can't see myself ever doing it. But anyway, man, this video is getting very long-winded. It's not my style to stay on here for this many minutes, but I had to talk about it, and we're killing it. Let me know how you feel. I'm out of here. Peace.